Well, there's still some outstanding issues, documents thereof. We also understand that Muradi Cholota, who is one of the accused in this matter and is US-based, is supposed to be extradited to back to the country to form part of this trial. However, we've heard from the NPA that they will revive their extradition process, but quite a lot that has happened here in court, whereby we saw also the accused number 2, who is Aphumelele Mdlalane, who is still with the Human Settlements Department, representing himself for the very first time, saying that his lawyer has been suspended, and saying that he will need to be afforded a time to get another lawyer. However, he has also indicated that he is still having some financial challenges. But I just want to bring a legal expert once again here, just to understand now, what does this mean for Mdlalane in particular, given that he's been given some time until 19 May to come back and confirm that he has a legal representative?
It is very unfortunate that the legal representation of Mr. Mdlalane is no longer, or is suspended from practicing law. So that leaves Mr. Mdlalane, or that left him today to represent himself. So Mr. Mdlalane has been warned by this honorable court that he has to find a legal representation next time when he's appearing, which is in 2 weeks' time, failure which I think Mr. Mdlalane will have to appear in person and conduct his own case.
We have also heard that there's a warrant of arrest issued for a company that was owned by Igor Mbambane. We know that he's late. He was shot dead. And what now does this mean? Is it possible to issue a warrant for a company?
Once again, it's very absurd because the company is a legal entity. Sorry, a juristic entity. So if the owner or the director of the company is no more, but there are other directors, then those directors will have to appear. But if Mr. Mbambane was the sole director of the company, then it means that the company has ceased to exist. So the issuing of a warrant of arrest against the company will just be an academic exercise. So it won't really assist that much.
And the US-based, one of the accused, Muradi Cholota, we're hearing the NPA once again saying that they will revive the extradition process for her to come. And now we hear there's a trial set date for the 15th of April. Will this continue without her? What implications will this have for the case to continue?
I think the court was very unequivocal to say whether or not Ms. Cholota is here. On those days that have been set, the matter would proceed. So it's upon the NPA, it's in their interest that they proceed with the extradition processes, and once they've apprehended her, then she'll be appearing with the other accused. But if she's not here, then the court has said that they are proceeding nonetheless. So if she's not around and she has been charged, obviously, because you are not rebutting the charges, she will be found guilty, and after which a warrant of her arrest will be issued, and then she will be arrested to come and serve time in South Africa.
Now let's talk about the 3 accused. That includes the former SG Ace Magashule, Edwin Sodi, as well as Thabani Zulu. We know that they from the SCA, and unfortunately the judgment was not in their favor. But we didn't hear them saying anything about that. And now with the court setting the trial date, what does this mean? Are they abandoning that avenue?
I think in our initial interview, we said that we might see this matter being escalated to the Constitutional Court. Now, what I think is that they are having their ace card up their sleeves. So we don't know what they're going to be doing from now up until the next appearance. So they might be exploring other avenues. So, but by the look of things, they seem to be ready, or they will be ready when they appear. But I have a suspicion that they might escalate their matter to the High Court. To the Constitutional Court.
Will that affect the trial date that is set?
I think strategically what happened is that they have pushed the postponement to next year in April, so that at least from now up until next year April they will be exploring those avenues, namely going to the Constitutional Court, but I stand to be corrected, but I suspect very much so.
Well, we've heard that the three accused are still having some avenues to exhaust, hearing that they can always go to the Constitutional Court in a bid to have the charges against them quashed. But here today we heard that this now matter has been postponed to the 15th of April, that is next year, for the trial. However, the developments thereof, given that depending on what the three accused will be doing in the process, we might to see changes here and there. However, Mr. Mdlalane is expected to be back in court to confirm whether he does have a legal representative. It's back to you.
I think there's something to be said about just the timelines here, right, and why it's important to talk about what they're looking like moving forward. 2014, a long time ago when this contract was awarded, almost 9 years ago, one would hope that we'd see a speedy move in justice. Just clarify the dates that we heard there from the court. So the dates given to us of what happens in May and then what happens in April next year.
Well, what happens in May, we're talking about Aphumelele Mdlalane, who is expected to come back in court to confirm that he now has a legal representative. As today, he came without a legal representative. However, next year, now in April until June, that is when the trial date is set. We are expecting thereof now the case to continue in that manner. Given that, of course, these three accused that have approached the Supreme Court of Appeal, they wouldn't, of course, try their other avenues. We've heard from the legal expert saying that they can always go to the Constitutional Court to have the charges against them be dropped.